everybody, what is up? Ncaa 31 here. What's going on up there in YouTube land? Finally, I've been able to pull myself away from playing this excellent game and talk to all you fine people. I've been playing this game deep into the evening the past 2 days, so finally I'm gonna do some yapping. Firing up here my annual first game of the NCAA video gaming season every year, Notre Dame, Michigan. One thing that strikes me about the game as far as visuals go, it's really, really bright and shiny. I mean, the game looks great. That was the first thing that really jumped out. I thought something was wrong with my TV at first, but no, it's, you know, it's really vibrant and out there as far as visuals go, you know. But as far as the game itself, this game is very good. It plays very clean, smooth, and crisp. I'm really, really impressed by it. You know, I liked the demo. And I usually don't play demos all that much because, you know, once I saw that they were, you know, working on improving what needed to be improved from NCAA 11, I really didn't feel the need to play the demo much longer because I saw what I needed to see. And sure enough, the retail version is a much more tighter and smoother version and polished version of what we saw in the demo, which is an earlier build. So that didn't surprise me at all. But I still am really of the opinion that this game is just a complete, you know, treat. And one of the things that, you know, told me that it was a marked improvement from NCAA 11 is, you guys know that I'm a thrower. I love the run and shoot offense. I like the air raid offense. And, you know, quite frankly, last year, you know, throwing the football wasn't all that difficult to do if you just had a basic knowledge of being able to read defenses, because the windows in zone coverage were just so large. And if you knew how to attack man coverage as well, even though man coverage last year was a route mirroring, you know, festival, it was very tough to stop someone who knew what they're doing with the passing game. And this year, you know, running the same style of offense and running the same style of, you know, pass plays that I'm accustomed to doing, my timing is off because the awareness of the defenders of who's passing in and out of their zones is so much better, and the windows are so much more realistic as far as the throwing lanes go. Now, you can still manipulate zone coverage by pump faking, by flooding the zones, making the correct reads, but it feels much more like you're earning it this year, as opposed to just taking advantage of the monstrous passing windows that existed in NCAA 11. You know, you make the right reads and you know how to attack cover 3, cover 4, cover 2, you'll make plays. If you don't, you're going to pay, period. You're not going to get away with throwing into bodies in this game. You have to wait for your receivers to get into space and make the correct reads and be quick with your decision making. One thing I did notice is that for those of you who don't really know the run and shoot offense very well, the run and shoot offense, you know, historically and customarily employs a semi-rollout in real life on a lot of their pass plays. A lot of the 60 series play like choice, go, streak, and whatnot. 60 slide as well. But in the game, you know, EA is not perfect. They program those with a straight drop back. And when I tried to do the rollout myself, I noticed the pocket breaking down. So on the one hand, it's a good thing. You get rewarded for staying in the pocket. The pocket integrity holds if you know, make your reads and throw from the pocket. And it breaks down if you try to bail out of the pocket too early. You know, but at the same time, I was kind of disappointed I don't seem to be able to run the run and shoot offense as simulation as I would like. So basically, the moral of the story is, if the play is designed to roll out, you can roll out. If the play isn't designed to roll out and you try to bail out there early, your blocking is going to break down, which is a good thing. That's the way it should be. As a matter of fact, I had a throw in this game where I step up into the pocket very nicely, and even though I get sacked because I spot the receiver breaking a little bit too late, I liked that feeling of being able to step up into a throwing lane and be able to scan the field and throw the football. It feels really good and feels really, you know, sound. Defensively, Against the computer, I usually don't control a free safety or a strong safety or a linebacker because I feel you can distort the game too much because, as a human, you can anticipate and you can react, while a computer is just going to do what it's programmed to do. I prefer to play on the defensive line because it allows my play calling and my personnel to dictate the game as opposed to me being to jump the computer's plays and turn an average rated player into a star. That's just the way I go when I play against a computer. It makes the game more challenging. But I was controlling my free safety just to get an idea of how responsive the game is and if I'm warped into any animations I don't want or if I'm sucked into blocks. And a lot of that's been cleaned up as advertised. I didn't feel cheated in any situations. I felt like I was able to get to what I could get to, and if I couldn't get there, I couldn't get there. That's the way football should be. And if you are someone who runs one of the base nickel defenses, either the 3-3-5 stack or the 4-2-5 playbooks, a lot of the alignment issues that plagued the game last year when in man coverage have been cleaned up. I occasionally see some, but more often than not, they can be fixed by flipping the play, and I'm not seeing them nearly as much in general as last year. So by and large, that's been addressed. You'll occasionally see some alignment issues where you have a linebacker matched up against a slot receiver, and he's not perfectly aligned with him. He's in his customary spot. But other than that, which happens few and far between, you're not going to see a whole lot of misalignments out of the 3-3-5 stack and 4-2-5 defenses when in man coverage. So it makes for a lot more balanced game than we had last year. And that's what I think the theme of this game is. It just feels much more balanced. You can run out of the shotgun with more authority because the blocking is better and the plays develop faster. There isn't a vast disparity between the effectiveness of man coverage and zone coverage. There's not nearly as much man warping or man mirroring in man coverage. Cheating, basically. The defensive line has more of a presence, and everything just feels like it's balanced and nothing is too overpowered, and that's a positive for me. I don't like a game. I don't like it when there's a segment of the game that even a realistic style player feels hesitant in using because it's overpowered and too easy to do. I'll give you an example of that. Using the jump the snap feature last year, the computer never really varied its snap count, and you were able to pretty much get a good snap jump whenever you felt like it. This year, even if you have your defensive line set up to aggressive, they don't always jump the snap every play. And the computer, I've noticed them go on a hard count every now and then as well. Not as much as I would like to see them do in the future, or ideally, but at least they do it. So again, it adds more balance. And I thought it might be overpowered at first, but there were games where I've gotten no sacks, games where I've only gotten one, and some games where I've gotten multiple sacks, just depending on, the offensive line I was going up against, my play calling situations and whatnot, QB awareness, all that comes into play. I'm really happy to see that. And, that's pretty much it. I don't really have a lot of negatives here. There's not that many. And the ones that do exist are very, very minor. I thought they did a spectacular job this year. This game plays very, very well, and it's very, very fun to play. As far as what I'll be doing video-wise, I'm almost done with my first custom playbook, my custom Flexbone run and shoot offense, where I run the run and shoot out of the Flexbone offense, and also added in the ace spread and ace trips packages as well. And I'll do a video showing you what plays I have in there and how I run the run and shoot out of the Flexbone. And also my raid and shoot playbook, which will be much more shotgun oriented, much more spread no huddle oriented, where I combine elements of the air raid offense and the run and shoot offense into one playbook. I'll be working on that as well once I have this first playbook done. I'll also be doing what I did last year with Ncaa 11, doing a 3-3-5 stack breakdown, explaining what the 3-3-5 stack is, and also teaching people who may be new to the defense and new to the game, how to run it. And I'll also be doing a Tampa 2 custom playbook as well. So That'll be 3 videos on custom playbooks, and one video, more than one video, a video series on the 3-3-5 stack defense, and also when I start playing online Dynasty games and online games, footage of that as well. I'm not doing online games probably for another week. I still want to get my timing down in the passing game, and also square away my playlist, make sure they're all set and ready to go. Some people are reporting some glitches in creating custom playbooks. I haven't come across any problems as of yet, so whatever it is I'm doing or not doing, I'm going to keep on doing it, but be aware that some people are having problems with creating custom playbooks. What those problems are, I'm not really sure. There seems to be a problem sometimes with formation audibles and audible saving, or sometimes you can't add a formation that you want, but I haven't had that problem as of yet. So, but I'll be on the lookout for it, and if I do experience it, I'll let you guys know. So other than that, you know, we have a very good football game to play, and I hope you guys have fun with it. And if you guys want to use some of my ideas as far as my custom playbooks or my 3-3-5 stack defense, please do so. If you want to incorporate it in your game, I'd love to see or hear how you guys do with it. And also, feedback is always welcome. I love discussing, you know, X's and O's and tactics and whatnot. I'm not really much into doing video breakdowns of game flaws and all that kind of stuff. I like to discuss football schemes and football strategy and let the gameplay footage roll. That's just the way I, you know, like to operate. So that's pretty much it from me for now. I'll talk to you guys later. Enjoy. Peace.
And he's going to be sacked. There's sack number 4. Yard line. First down. First down, look at a throw. Steps up in the pocket and sacked. And it looks like they're going to go no huddle here. Just under 2 to go in the game. He guns it right side. Incomplete pass. Number 12 intended receiver. That'll bring up 3rd and 9. Well, this is a quarterback's nightmare. It's 3rd down and very long, and they really need a first down right here. Drops back to pass. He's going to air it long. He's right there for the interception. They'll bring him down around the 50-yard line. Oh, no, they really didn't need that.
And as a quarterback, you can't give up an interception late in the game. You got to be more careful with the football.
Wide receiver screen play. He's got an opening to the 10. And he will score. The wide receiver flew down the field on that touchdown connection.
Well, he has the speed to stretch the defense, and his hands are getting better every single game.
It makes for an easy completion when you've got a guy who's that wide open. Left in the game. Looks to pass. And he can't get the pass off, and he's sacked. And they're going to have to give the ball back after going for it on 4th and long.
Not much you can do there. You got to go for it and give yourselves a chance.
9 times out of 10, the defense will make a stop on that play. But, you know, based on the situation, this offense did have to go for it. That's the end of the ball game, and our final score in this one, Notre Dame 24, Michigan 10.